Hey everyone, this video is going to cover how to access creative essays that you need to critique for a workshop. We're going to do it slightly differently than how we critiqued short stories. You can tell me which of these methods you like better, so I would know for future classes, but we're going to try something a little bit different. So if you're in our class, I'm going to start right here on the opening page, and don't forget the Traveler Creative Writing Competition, MCCD Creative Writing Competitions, both of those are closing down soon. So if you're planning on submitting, please do that as soon as possible. If you haven't read the submission guidelines, they're down here at the bottom, but you have until the 15th, so you still have a couple more days. We'll try to get that in as soon as possible. So anyway, back to workshopping. So what you first want to do is click on modules. You'll be on this page. I've already collapsed the fiction module since we don't need it anymore, and I've collapsed the creative nonfiction module since we technically don't need it anymore. But underneath the poetry module, which we're starting this week, there's this assignment called Workshop Creative Essay. Now, you want to go ahead and click on that, which will take you to the new assignment. Now, this assignment itself, it's going to look slightly differently when you actually click on the creative essay, because I'll add in this video that I'm making. But in order to access the creative essays that have been assigned to you, click on this first little link here. This will take you to the submission page for creative essays. Now, if you've submitted an essay already, on the right hand side you should see this little turned in screen check mark, has a date including the time in which you've submitted it. I'm playing this right now this morning at 8:33, so you can see that I've actually submitted it, and you'll see that underneath it there's going to be something called assigned peer reviews, and I'll have 3 names on here. So if you've submitted your essay already, that will appear there. If you haven't submitted your essay, you will not see anything yet. So you need to make sure you submit your creative essay in order to participate in the workshop. In order to get the points that you can receive for workshop, you need to submit your own work. So if you're going to submit late, that's okay, that's fine. Submit your work late, but once you submit your work, please send me an email or send me a Canvas message from the inbox there, and let me know that you submit, so I can give you 3 essays to review. You can't actually do any workshopping until you've submitted your own essay. So I'm just going to click one to show you a little bit. Sorry, Ashley, it's going to be you. So here you go. This is the first page you'll go to after clicking a person's name. You'll see it says File Uploads, and then underneath it, you'll actually have a file itself. Now, don't click on this over here. If you need to, you can always right-click on it and save link as to actually save a copy of something somewhere. But that's not necessary. You don't have to actually do that. Instead, what you can do is you can click on this little button right here, the Preview Document button. And what that'll do is that'll actually open up the essay itself, all in your actual window in Canvas. And you're going to be able to make it a little bit bigger. It's a little bit tight, but hopefully you can kind of find something that works for you. And then you're going to be able to add comments anytime you want. So you can add, if you click on this little comment button up here, there's a couple different ways you can add comments. There can be point comments, area comments, or text comments. I usually just normally do point comments. If you've already looked through the feedback from your short story, you notice that I use a lot of point comments from time to time. So if there's ever something you want to add, if you want to put a comment here, and you can type anything you want here. You can type, oh, nice line. You can type, oh, beautiful imagery, or some other, whatever comment you want to make. So anything you want to make, you can go ahead and use that point comment thing. And then, if there's something you basically want to say, like if you want to summarize your feedback, any kind of feedback you want to offer, over here on the right, where it says add a comment, you can type up like a paragraph or 2, and you can save it, and that'll be sent directly to me, and it'll be sent directly to the person who submit the work. So there's no need to actually create an extra file. There's no need to use discussion forums, but you're going to be able to be using these comments. Now it'll save your comments as you go. So if you make like 10 comments, but then you get interrupted before you finish the essay, you'll able to you don't need to actually click on any extra button. It'll save it automatically. If something goes wrong, you can always, X out, just reopen the file, and it should save for you. If you run into any problems with saving, with comments not appearing, please let me know. But once you go through and read the essay, just add a couple comments. Remember that these are stories. They're still stories to some degree. So just read through, and anything that you see, anything that you like, just provide some basic feedback. It could be a combination of positive feedback, negative feedback. It doesn't really matter. And then if there's summary comments that you want to say, you can put them over here. So again, to get to this, you go to Modules, Workshop Creative Essay. Click on that first link, and it'll be on the right hand side under Assign Peer Reviews. So read all 3 of these essays and submit them. Submit your comments as soon as you can. You will start to see, since multiple people will be reading each of these essays, you're going to start to see other people's comments as well. So, if I go back in and I look at this this essay again, there's going to be other people's comments that might appear. That's okay. Don't delete them. You can read them if you want. It doesn't really matter. But definitely don't delete them. But don't worry about them. Add your own comments with whatever they are. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. If you run into any questions on how to access this, or if you need any help with anything, or if you get like a strange file, if some file's not working and not letting you comment, just send me an email. And I'll get back to you, and we'll figure something out as soon as we can. Okay? Thanks for watching.